Hey, good everybody. This is E. Marcel Pertut, and welcome to our very first version of Morning Antics. And we're recording this on January 19th, 2021. Hope all of you are doing well out there in the world. A point of this is just give you a morning rundown of what we have coming up on our site today and just some things from overnight and just break down some things in the world of sports. We're going to do another edition of the Sports Inquirer Show that should be out later today. And on that edition of the show, we will go into the NFL playoffs and recap all of those contests in the Gridiron Blitz. We'll break down Cleveland's loss to Kansas City and Pat Mahomes, his injury, and what that means for the league. Buffalo able to get a home win over Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson, another postseason loss. What does that mean for his legacy and his evolution? Green Bay's dominance over the Rams. Are we witnessing the best a quarterback has ever played in the postseason in Aaron Rodgers? And we're also going to go into Tampa's win over New Orleans. Drew Brees, is it over for him? Was that a retirement? We're going to go into all of that. New coaching hires that we haven't been able to talk about. Arthur Smith going to Atlanta, Brandon Staley going to the Chargers, even Dan Campbell becoming the new head coach of the Lions. So on the show, we'll go over all of that stuff. And then finally, miscellaneous department. We'll go more into James Harden. On our last show, we were very, and I was listening back on it, and I was very, I give honesty and I give perspective, and I just don't like seeing lack of professionalism. And we've all made those missteps in our careers or in our lives, personally or professionally. But I just did not like what I saw from Harden getting out of Houston. He's now with the Nets. I have some thoughts on that now that he is with his new team. We'll go into some English Premier League action as well and things that are going on in Europe as far as soccer goes. Also on today in the site, we are fingers crossed. We're looking to have an interview with a head coach for a college basketball team in the state of Georgia. And I don't want to say who it is and promise you it, and then it doesn't happen. But we are in line as of now to speak with a men's basketball head coach from the state of Georgia, as well as a player from that team. It's in Metro Atlanta. And if you go to our site, you can pretty much figure out who it probably is. But hopefully we can have that up later today, and you'll be able to enjoy all of that stuff. Is there something else you want me to talk about as far as what's going on in the world of sports or in life? You can always hit us up on our site, thesportsinquirer.net. You also go to our social media platforms, Twitter and Instagram, which is all Sports Inquirer. That's all one word. You do a search on there, and you'll be able to see what's going on. Facebook, we have two pages on there, the Sports Inquirer and Sports Inquirer. And then finally, you can go to our podcast platforms such as YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Podcast, iTunes. Either one of those, you can give us a note or send us a note, and we'll delve into something that you want us to talk about. So once again, thanks for watching or listening to our very first edition of the Morning Antics with the Sports Inquirer.